What is up, guys? Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with a before local report, or I guess this is the beginning of a local vlog. So I actually get the great chance to go to locals tomorrow instead of playing on the remote duel, and I really wanted to take my math mech deck, and I'm really kind of holding out that my Albertians will arrive tomorrow in the mail before I have to head out, but it's not looking that way. So with me not being able to get them, it looks like we might take the gnomes on the boat, or we might just whip out old Crusadia. I do not know yet. Kind of up in the air, so you guys have to stay tuned for the choice that we make in the morning, the day of. I don't know what I want to play. I don't know how I want to play it. We're going all the way down to our rival locals, so there is going to probably be a lot of control. And I dislike control almost as much as I dislike, what's it called? Oh yeah, Dragon Link. So we'll just have to wait and see, see what it turns out to. I've been testing a lot with plungers. If you guys have been keeping up with my remote duel series, I have been watching and playing plungers quite a bit, so that is just something that I'm kind of familiar with. Crusadia, though, is powerful. This format, I believe, may not be the strongest for it, so we might just have to also wait and see. But, Old Faith will never fail. So, again, Plunder Patrol maybe. We might even, we might even slap together some Fire Fist, take some Fire Fist down. It's just, we're all the way up, and it's like all in the air because it's spontaneous that I'm going to be able to go. If you guys don't know, I am a frontline worker. So I actually work in a COVID unit right now again, and got tested, came up negative. So it's kind of like a spontaneous trip that we're going to go down and take these locals. So remember, guys, if you guys also enjoy this content, remember to give us a like and a subscribe at the end of the video. Also, let's also not forget that if you want to get some awesome rewards and perks and get 15% off your orders from the teamcog.company.site website where we sell some beautiful playmats, think about hitting that join button and becoming a member. So without further ado, guys, let the vlog begin. Alright, guys, so here we are, the morning of the locals. This is the first time I've really gone really in-depth with this, these kind of, local vlogs. So last night I decided that I was going to take Plunder Patrol. Yep, boats on a gnome, or excuse me, boats on a gnome, gnomes on a boat. And actually my camera had died, so I forgot to record this morning. So right now I'm sitting right outside my locals waiting for the guys to show up, and then we start the long truck to this other locals where we will be hopefully taking first place, if not top 8. So yeah, well, without further ado, let's continue on with all the dramatic scenery and all the fancy music until we get right to the locals. Remember, guys, send me your positive energy.
Give me a piece of the moon to remind me.
What is up? We are back from the locals, and just as I suspected, there was a lot of control. And we took Plunder Patrols. It was a great time. Ended up going 2-2 throughout the day, and that seems to be the record with Plunder, and I kind of have a full analysis of the entire day. So round 1 was Red Eyes, Dragon Link. Red Eyes, Dragon Link, and I lost to Dragoons and Busterwell. Round 1, or game 1, he wins dice roll, he goes first, and then he sets up like 2 Red Eyes Darkness Flare Dragons, so I'm burning myself for 1,000 every time I breathe. And by the time that I had the resources, he ended up ending on a Dragoon. I actually had the ability to out the Dragoon, but I didn't have the life points to do it, because if I activated an effect, I burned. And then I had to at least activate 3 effects in order to out the Dragoon, and I only had 1,000 life points, so yeah, it was not too pleasant there. So we go on into the next game. I'll have some clips popping up here. In the next game, I kind of just steamboat through them, just proving like Plunder is a very good deck and shouldn't sleep on just because of like these things happen. Game 2, like I said, I just really went first and just minimal interruption onto the Dragon Link strategy, and he practically played through almost 5 interruptions and still got something out, which is still like nothing to joke at by any means whatsoever. And then game 3, he went first, whelp locked me, and that's practically all it takes. Like, and that's something like I guess at the end of this, like at the end of the vlog. No, actually, no, we're gonna talk about it now. Let's discuss this right now. As long as bad cards such as like Dragoons, I don't want to say Dragoon's a bad card, but we all know Dragoons is not fair. If Masterpiece is banned, Dragoon should be banned. Let's be honest. And not even just Dragoons should be banned. Just Verte that gives any deck access to it should probably be gone. The Whelp Lock is practically Vanny's Emptiness, except for it's easier accessible because you don't have to hope to draw into it. You can just make it, which is one of those things that where you do combo versus control, whereas combo you make the negates, control you have to hopefully open or draw into them, sort of thing. Argument, there you go. And those two cards should be gone. So as long as those two cards exist in the format, I believe Plunder is going to pretty much be a up-C battle. Catch my drift, you know, Pirates. And yeah, so round 2, I ended up playing against Frightfurs, and he scythed me on my first turn, and I totally forgot Frightfurs got like more support, and I ended up taking that 2-0. It was a really kind of, he didn't see enough of his fusions. He didn't see like it just didn't seem like the board, like he didn't see the pieces he needed to construct like the boards he wanted to. I think he was playing a more going second variant, and like the deck can really thrive going first now if you guys did not know about the new support. Round 3 was Lair, so I played practically my #1 most hated deck, which was Dragon Link. And then I played Lair, which is Control, which I expected, as I said previously in the vlog, that I expected to play Control. And it was just an uphill battle. Game 1 lasted practically 35 minutes, I believe. So that's a lot of time in round 1. And I ended up winning round 1, barely. I finally was able to remove the Lair, which allowed him to tribute my stuff. And there was a few things that kind of bit him in the butt, like tributing for cost, tributing his, like he had Artifact Scythe, tributing his Artifact Scythe to target my Blackbeard and destroy it. So then Scythe's in the graveyard now because it tributed for cost. So Blackbeard goes, that's free real estate, and turns into Liss, and then Liss can kind of steamroll that kind of, like, can I go through that way? But finally at the end of the match, I was able to get rid of Lair, which was awesome. So we just go into game 2. Game 2, he starts out, he ends up Mystic Minds me, and man, the salt levels, my cholesterol rose so high. I was like, oh my gosh, this is how I'm going to lose. I didn't side deck for Mystic Mine. Actually, I take that back. I side decked like Twin Twisters, Titty Twisters, Red Reboot, and all I had was Red Reboot in my hand. I didn't have Titty Twisters, and I was like, I can't outmine. I had Blackbeard and Brawn? No, Blackbeard and Morik, excuse me. If I had Brawn, I would just chain to the, yeah, so. Blackbeard and Morik, and I was like, I can't do anything. What am I going to do? This is how I lose. But coincidentally, I was like, well, at least I've dealt damage to him, so as long as he doesn't go aggressive on me, I can win this because there's only like 3 minutes left in the round. So this is in my tempo. The tempo has changed to him, but I'm still in the winning seat at the moment. Well, he passes, sets a card and passes, and I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be one of these games, and I can't switch my Blackbeard to defense to like hold off. So then he does this, which I don't think he thought about. He plays Get Out, bouncing both of my Blackbeard and my Morik back to my extra deck, and then he chains the Dino-Miscus in his graveyard and summons it onto his side of the field with mine still activated, and he attempts to attack, and I'm like, whoa there, buddy. Whoa there. You can't. And I draw Whitebeard for turn. I almost normal summoned the Whitebeard, and I thought, no, I don't think I will. I go pass, and then he draws a card, sets, passes to me, draw a card, set, pass, and he goes, that's time in the round. I dealt 1,500 to him earlier. He lost to his own mine. And then the worst part about it, as I think he said, he drew for turn a Necro Valley, which he could have shut off his own mine. And he didn't think about it. But in this scenario, I don't know how big Dino-Miscus is, but I don't think it's bigger than 15. If he activated Necro Valley, damage could have been dealt regardless. So we ended up taking that match 2-0. And that could really go show how good Plunder is at the control match. Like, the Plunder has a net, like, it just steamrolls, and it grinds. It's just really good. Booty is just a phenomenal card. It is the best card. So then we jump into our final match. The best, it was Swiss, 4 rounds of Swiss, and it was against Altergeist. Again, our round 1 or game 1 took like 30 minutes. Actually, it took longer. It took a total of, we had a 3-minute extension, so it took like a total of 30, 40, yeah, it was roughly around that range. And that match is probably the highlighted match of the entire day. So tempo was bouncing back and forth between the Altergeist player and me, and finally tempo swung in my favor where I had a huge hand advantage and I had the ability to out protocol. I knew what he had in his hand. I had all the pieces, but I don't think I had the knowledge myself from not playing the deck as long, for years. I've only played it for like at least a month or 2 months at that. And I didn't have the knowledge in order to do with what I had to make what I needed. So instead, I take this huge tempo swing into my favor and pretty much go, here, Altergeist player, you have a tempo swing too. Everyone gets a tempo swing. And it totally bites me in the butt and end up losing game 1. So then time in the round is called, but we have a 3-minute extension because of a ruling regarding Crackdown and Redbeard. So interesting ruling. Crackdown targets the so Redbeard is chainlink 1, Crackdown is chainlink 2. Crackdown takes Redbeard, not negating the effect. Redbeard's effect resolves, putting itself right back into the spell and trap card zone for you to summon the monster that you're summoning off a Redbeard. So Crackdown was just a waste. We had a huge ruling with that. So then 3-minute extension. He goes first because, you know, excuse me. How does he go first? Uh-oh, guys. How does he go first? Oh, no, I go first. Excuse me. Mind fart. Okay, so I go first. I set up my board of Blackbeard, and that's all I can do. And he just... That's why I thought he went first, because my first turn was so, like... It was Blackbeard and Toad, actually. So it's pretty decent, you know. So he goes first. I have Effect Railer in hand. He normal summons Milliseek, the one that can poke for 500. He attempts to go to battle phase. I go, well there, buddy. You're in your main phase. Effect Railer. So then he starts to combo off, or the combo into Link Kribo. And coincidentally, time was just getting too close. The tempo swing was right back swinging into my corner because I was able to tag out the Blackbeard into Morik. Excuse me. God, I get them mixed up. Morik, pitch a card, banish the Kribo, and before I could even draw a card, time was called for our extension. And I just did not have the ability to put on any pressure. So I ended up taking a 2-0 loss there. Actually, yeah, 2-0 loss there. Not even 2-0, a 1-0 loss because technically no one won. But since he had won the game 1, it went to him. So we both agreed. He was very upset. Actually, this man's probably the most respectable Altergeist player you'll ever meet. He was really upset that he won that way. He did not want to win in time because he thinks that he is just not a fan of time. So huge respect to my man Shane Riker. If you watch this video, you know who you are. But that's it, guys. We ended up going 2-2, and as long as, like, I think Dragoons and Whelp exist in this format, this format's going to be very unhealthy. And I do believe Dragon Link needs to be answered, but I don't know what way they can do it. They're probably going to hit LP, and LP's not going to do anything. Then they have to touch Halifibrax and Link Cross. I don't think they'll touch them at all. I think Halifibrax has the Firewall protection effect. You know, Firewall's watching from above, protecting it. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Konami does to answer this format, because as long as Verte exists, as long as that Dragoons exist, as long as Buster Whelp exists, the format is just not too good. Like, it's struggle for tier 2 rogue decks, it's a struggle, whereas like rogue strategies have normally been able to keep up with the meta. Currently right now, I think if we were in a regional format and it was rogue versus meta, rogue would not even stand a chance, just because of how powerful these meta decks are, and the fact that some of them don't even, like, 5 interruptions and they can just go poof. Like, how's that fair? But it was a great time, had a great experience. So if you guys enjoyed these live vlogs, please remember to like down below. Remember, guys, if you guys also want to help support the channel, check out the Team COG website. Down there, get yourself a mat. Hit that join button, become a member. And this is Charles from Team COG, signing out.